Welcome back to Birds and Swords, everybody. Hey, Alyssa.
Hello.
How's it going?
It's going great.
So we're doing a streaming episode tonight. We got a couple special guests in the house. We've got Dylan. So how's it going, Dylan?
It's going good. How's it going?
Awesome. And then we've got Paulette.
What's up?
Our good friend Paulette, more first-time streamer, kind of like we are, just getting started out. So we've got some unique perspectives on streaming as we've got different levels of that going on. So anxious to dig into this tonight. So let's start out with Paulette. We've talked to Dylan. So what made you get into streaming?
More along the lines of it being a challenge. I recently went on like a huge vacation and I was always looking forward to that to pass like year and a half. And then I did the vacation. I came home and then it was all about work. And I was like working 40 hours a week, which is like whatever. And then I was like, there's really nothing else. Like, what am I striving for? So then I was like, well, you know what? I have always wanted to start streaming and I got into it. Like I'm making really good money. I was like, you know what? Let's just get the setup. Let's get it all rolling and start streaming.
Cool. Yeah. And we'll definitely dig into that. Dylan, you're obviously established streamer. So anxious to get your take on more of the, building followers, state of the stream, stuff like that. So that'll be fun. And then obviously Alyssa and I kind of just broke into that. I don't know. Are we taking it seriously?
Are you?
Kind of.
Yeah,
Does Alyssa
for sure
take
then.
anything ever serious?
I'm doing my best out here. I honestly, the only reason I really started doing this was because Micah was like, it's super easy. Just connect it to Twitch and then hit share. And I did, and I was like, okay, I can do this.
Yeah.
And it's going great.
Yeah, we're getting pretty good views. We're just streaming straight through console, Dylan. I'm sure you're aware of this. The new consoles, PS5, Series X, all that streaming capability is built right in. So you can just, if you're just starting out or messing around with it, it's a good way to easily just get into it without, spending a bunch of money deciding, if you want to, continue that, seeing how your followers and views go. So how long has streaming been popular?
PewDiePie.
Rooster Teeth. Rooster Teeth and PewDiePie.
Rooster Teeth.
Yeah.
Rooster Teeth was my
Rooster
first
Teeth.
that I watched.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were always hilarious.
Yeah.
And-
I watched Rooster Teeth before I watched PewDiePie. even
Me
though-
too. I never got the
I've
only
never
thing.
watched PewDiePie.
I only enjoyed PewDiePie on Goat Simulator. That was it.
His latest stuff is actually pretty funny. He does a lot of stuff with Cinnamon Toast Ken, and those two are so fucking good. They're so fucking funny.
So what year is this? This is coming out of like Halo 3 or something, right?
I didn't get into Rooster Teeth till maybe like when I was like 21.
Yeah, it was 20s for me too.
Yeah.
And we're around the same age.
I don't
Right?
How old am I? when I turned 21.
How old are you, Paulette? Damn.
27. So it's
Are you
22.
sure? That sounds like a question.
Okay, so 2015?
Yes. I got into Rooster Teeth in 2015 because of an ex-boyfriend. So I'm actually still into it and all the streamers because he watched all that stuff. So, but PewDiePie was because of that. And so like he introduced me to all that. It's like I owe him that because he introduced me to the world of streaming and the world of YouTube gaming and like watching people play games. So like people are like, I'm going to get this game. I'm like, cool. I'm going to watch this person play this game and not have to spend the money. So
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And this, when did Twitch launch?
I want to say like 2012, 2013.
Okay.
Kinda
Wow,
sounds
that's
about
way
right.
earlier than I thought.
It's been around a hot minute because I know there's some streamers out there that have like 8 years of streaming on Twitch. I'm like,
Wow.
it hasn't been out that long. Right?
I just saw a stream of Omrecker is one of my favorite streamers, and he has streams from like 10 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so at least 2012.
And that's
Yeah.
before it was like easily accessible for everybody. Like
Oh, yeah.
you had to like buy shit to do it.
Yeah, there wasn't an app for that.
Yeah, you can just like share your screen. It was
Yeah,
like
for free.
yeah, like it was a whole process to show people what you were doing.
Yeah.
Wait, you can do this for free?
So when did it blow up like mainstream? Because obviously you said 2012, right?
Is when
But
it
I
came
feel
out,
like
yeah,
it
but
catapulted off in
Yeah, I
2015,
feel like
2016.
Yeah,
I feel
I would
like
say
the
like
last
around
maybe
then.
5-6 years, it's really catapulted. Like,
yeah. And even
imagine
people
where
who-
you would
yeah.
be if you'd done this 5-6 years ago. You wouldn't even know us. You would.
That's when
you
I-
would be off.
Yeah.
That's when I started, but then didn't get into it. I am kicking myself in the ass so hard.
Yeah.
Well, the only thing that's going to explode is probably, as in the world of streaming, is like gaming. So like esports has taken off exponentially.
Yeah.
Like
Love
how
esports.
like
Yeah.
how many times have you seen like esports gaming competitions and these teams are winning millions of dollars endorsements? That's nuts just for playing the game.
So
Not
jealous.
that like obviously they're very skilled and they have great hand-eye coordination and all that jazz, but like the money that you win as well as the recognition that you get and the followers,
well, that just goes back to how society views video games in general. I mean, I remember when I worked in PJ Magoo's in Kewaskum, I was bartending and esports. PJs! We all used to love drinking at PJs.
Oh, yeah.
But esports, it was on the TV, and people would come in and just be like, I don't understand why we even have it on the TV. Why is this a sport? And I'd be like, these kids are making fucking millions, right? Like, they're making money to do this.
19 years old and taking home $2 million
this is
cash.
real shit.
Yeah.
Like, just because it's video games, first of all, I know you would suck to the customers, not you. But first of all, like, it takes real talent to get up there. And that just goes back to society not understanding the talent that goes into video games and streaming and esports and all of that.
What's also taking effect is cheating. Like I've seen these videos of these people getting caught cheating, and I wouldn't even attempt to try and cheat. Like, I suck at games. I know I do.
Like esports cheating?
Esports
How do you
cheating,
even manage
online
that? Oh my
streaming
God.
cheating, everything. Everybody's caught. It's
Wow.
nuts. They get caught eventually.
I just read what game was it? I just read that one game, instead of booting all the cheaters that were like modding the game so that they could win online, they just put them in a lobby together. So the algorithm was that they would all be in a lobby together just playing
Cheating
against each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like all of them would be pissed off because they were all doing the same shit. And I think that is genius. Instead of just booting them, because then they're just going to create another account.
Why the fuck is this kid so good? Why
Yeah.
the fuck do I keep dying?
Right. Like, I literally haven't set up to win. What is happening?
What is this guy cheating? Yes, that's the whole point.
Another good point that a lot of people make, a lot of people think, why would you watch somebody play video games? And it's the same as sports. I'm super into sports, right? It's the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm watching all of these players play against each other, and I'm not doing shit. I'm just sitting on my couch. And it's kind of the same thing. It just depends on what you love.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like, recently, I tuned into the Apex Legends Global Series, or ALGS, and I was like, I kind of want to see how this goes because I'm starting to get more into Apex Legends, yada, yada, yada. I was never, like, a sports guy. I never used to watch, like, football or baseball, anything like that. But having the announcers actually talk over the plays while people are just gaming in a game that you normally play is so surreal. And I fell in love with it. I literally watched the entire weekend of ALGS because of like the first 20 minutes of seeing it the day it started.
You like have to know what you're talking about. You can't
Yeah.
just be like, I need a spin move. Blah,
Yeah,
blah,
he
blah.
shot
You know what I mean? Do a barrel roll.
Yeah.
Like my fiance Nate is super into Rocket League, so like he will watch like the series championships of like Rocket League, and he's all about it. All about it. Because like the physics in that game are incredible. Incredible.
I mean, and watching people be good at the game is satisfying, because when you play the game, like, there's games I fucking suck at, and then I want to watch people play good, and I am not that person. So if I go on and I watch a stream, it's satisfying watching them get the kills or do really well, like that I wouldn't be doing, especially if it's like after a long day of work. I just want to enjoy watching the game without getting pissed off,
Oh, absolutely. And there's times where, like, for me, since I'm trying to get better at Apex Legends, I'll actually watch that and listen to the commentary and like, oh, that's why they did that. And it's actually also a learning moment, not just entertainment for people.
Yeah. And I think there's two different reasons, I guess, people tune into streams. And maybe a lot of people do both, because I feel like I do both. Is one, is this person entertaining? Maybe I'm just tuning in because I like their personality and I like the game and how they approach everything. And then the other thing, like we've been talking about, is, people that are super competitive, pros, and I want to see how good these things can be done.
I love funny streamers. That's what got
Comedy
me
is where it's
into
at.
it. Yeah, that
Comedy.
if you can make me laugh, I'll never put the stream down.
Mm-hmm.
It's hilarious.
That's like the majority of the streamers that I watch are
Yeah.
all about comedy. Like, you can tell when they create content like on purpose, but like even then it's still fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
But a
Yeah.
lot of the times it's like on the spot something happens or something glitches or somebody does something. It's
Yeah.
so good. Comedy all the way.
Oh,
Above
yeah.
like for me personally, comedy above competition like skill.
Yeah, me
For
too.
sure.
Me too. And if they're really bad and they're funny about it, I'll enjoy the stream.
I'm all
Yeah.
about it. All
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
One thing I noticed is people that are really good at games don't usually talk a lot. They'll be playing the game, they'll be doing crazy ass shit. And like I recently watched another video, again, Apex Legends, where a guy dropped solo in a trios lobby, got 18 kills and won.
Wow.
Damn.
And just like watching that, you're like, holy crap. He didn't talk much at all during it. He would like sometimes like think and like just speak out loud what he's thinking. But other than that, he's just super focused.
In the zone.
Watching him do all of that crazy shit. He's probably in the same building for like the first 10 minutes, and he already had like 7 kills.
How do you guys feel about celebrity streamers? I only watch Snoop Dogg.
He's really good, though.
He's so good.
Is he? I had no
so
idea.
good.
Yeah, he's really good.
Stupid
What
good.
does he play?
Mostly Call of Duty. Yeah. Mostly Call of Duty.
I know T-Pain has a stream now too. And his intro is phenomenal. It's literally just a song that he plays the backtrack to, and then he raps it as it starts.
Come
I'm
on.
serious. I'm serious.
That's
If you just go to YouTube and type in T-Pain stream intro, it's great.
So one thing I want to bring up. So I recently watched this one like review video on Masterclass, on Ninja's Masterclass. Did you see it? Did you actually take it, or did you watch the review?
Well, why don't you explain who Ninja is first?
So Ninja is like, oh Jesus. Okay, so he's just world renowned Fortnite player, and he's made probably
dude's making
net worth.
millions.
He's making millions playing Fortnite. Like I'm talking like not so money that you and I can only dream of.
Yeah.
All right. Yes.
It is his life.
It is.
He guys
Yeah.
Because there was...
He's worked hard. For
Yeah.
that. So like I get that. There was a review put out on YouTube about his masterclass, and it is not a great review based upon like this person's opinion. So one thing is it goes over like introducing yourself, how to stream, and it introduces you how to like get followers, how to brand your image and everything, how to do this, how to do that. And Ninja goes, well, you just have to like create your brand, or you just have to like do this. And he doesn't explain how to do that. He
He's like, just do it.
Yes,
Just do it and be good at it.
He does, and it's,
Do it and do it good.
yes. So like you don't know how to do that. Like I have a bachelor's in marketing, so like I have somewhat of a background of like how to build your brand and how to create like a good foundation and just go from there. But if you're just starting out as a streamer and like in your parents' basement or whatever it is.
So you know the
Great
title
representation.
of the video you're about to watch? Yeah, just do that.
Yeah, literally. Okay.
Wow.
And also he like shows you, he's got like 2 or 3 monitors in front of him, and he's like doing things on the monitor, but the camera that is on him does not show the viewers what he's clicking on. It doesn't have like a screen recorded area. He's
That's
like, click
awesome.
here,
How
do
much
this,
was this
do
class?
this. Masterclass is not, I don't,
It's
ugh.
last I saw it was like $200 a year. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it teaches you nothing, it sounds like.
But
It's
thankfully,
no way.
yeah. So ninjas, don't recommend it. But thankfully, there's so much other stuff on there that
Yes.
I personally I think it's worth the 200. Because you could do, there's like cooking stuff.
Yes,
You can learn
like Gordon
music.
Ramsay puts stuff on
Yes.
there, and it
Yeah.
shows him, and he teaches
RuPaul,
you
Yeah,
how to
too.
do
RuPaul
it.
Gordon
all that shit on
Ramsay's
there,
is
too.
phenomenal.
Yes.
I know Danny Elfman has one for music composition.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff you can
Yeah.
learn from Masterclass.
So what is this dude's background, Ninja? Like, why is he so like kind of naive to how people should build their brand? Because is he just super privileged, or what happened here?
I could not tell you.
Okay.
I do
So-
not. I don't know enough about him or enough
Yeah.
about like,
Dyes his hair blue.
So
yeah,
from what
he does.
Yep.
okay,
That's like
that
if
gives
you-
me little background, but I hear
He's
you.
he vaults himself as a professional gamer, which he is.
Yeah.
He is, and he's earned that right to do so
Yeah.
because he is a good.
he got his
streamer.
start
Yes.
playing competitive Halo.
Yes.
Ah, I
That's how
see.
he
Yes.
got his name out
But
there.
this masterclass is
That's hilarious.
it's not what it should be.
Man.
I suggest that he maybe redo it. I don't know.
I mean,
Yeah.
those that
People-
can't
people
do
were
teach, right? So
pissed.
maybe it's just because he's so good, he can't
People were
explain it.
pissed.
So-
I don't know.
No, that's exactly what I think it is. So what it seems to me like
It
is
just came naturally for him.
yeah,
right?
so he came from competitive Halo, so to me that sounds like he's already good at FPS shooters. He started playing Fortnite and streaming it, and I don't know if he still does it now, but there used to do this thing. If he got tipped enough or like a follower, he would play some song and do one weird dance in the background and then go back to playing. And I think him just being a good player and just doing weird things kind of catapulted him into where he is now. And he didn't necessarily, I don't know, learn how he did that. He just did it and it happened.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's like a pioneer. He legit is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
Well, I
very-
don't know. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
there's
who
plenty
knows?
of people who love him.
There are plenty of people who also like did the work, but have a team brand it for them.
Yeah.
Who like
Absolutely.
do the work for them. It's like we may never know.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So
wow.
remember Mixer when that was the thing? They literally paid Ninja $30 million to switch over to Mixer. He did, and then Mixer failed, so he went back to Twitch and he still had $30 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude
That's
takes a
super
day off and he
impressive.
loses like $1.5 million.
Yeah.
So there's lots of reasons to stream. It can blow up that big, or you can just do it casually. But there's people to watch for all of that. So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about the state of our streams, all 3.5 of us, as far as Paulette, Dylan, and then Alyssa and I kind of run one together.
All right. Thank you guys for tuning into Birds and Swords. We're going to cut out to a sponsor, and we'll be right back.
You are listening to Micah and Alyssa on Birds and Swords. Please like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and smash that like button.
The Barn Studio, now open in Farmington, Missouri, is your trusted podcast studio and digital marketing agency that will provide you with reliable results. The Barn Studio has industry standard quality and state-of-the-art equipment that will help you in producing your best work. We offer many services that can benefit your creative endeavor and ensure that it will grow and succeed. We are ready to help with all of your podcasting needs. Be sure to contact The Barn Studio at 573-330-4452 or the Barn Podcast Network at gmail.com for a list of services and pricing. Give us a call. That number again, 573-330-4452 to discuss your podcasting options and marketing goals.
All right, welcome back to Birds and Swords. We're having a great time, right, Paulette? All right, talking about streaming. So we're going to talk about the state of our streams, so where each of us are kind of at in the process. Let's start with you, Paulette. So I think you've just started, right? Just getting into this?
Oh yeah, just started. Just very, very introductory. Still learning a lot. Learning algorithms, learning how to actually set up everything in like the software that I'm using, OBS, learning how to work Twitch. And the very first mistake I made was not saving my streams. So the very first stream I ever did,
You can't find it.
I can't find it. I did have it set up to where like I was able to save it to my PC itself, so I may be able to upload or like pull clips from that. But as far as keeping it on Twitch and viewers being able to view it, it's out of the question for me.
So are there any recorded videos out there? Well, there is now, right?
Yes, there is one. I think I'm right now at like 57 views.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good. For just starting.
Yeah,
hell
I
yeah.
know.
Oh, yeah.
I told my fiance Nate that, and he's like, "Nice,
Yeah.
first time." And I actually put up a few highlight clips as well.
So what are you gaming on? You're on PC?
Right now I'm on PC. Yes, I do plan to add my PS5 for like PS5 exclusives. Like right now I have for Horizon Forbidden.
West.
Yes.
Forbidden West. Yeah.
Yes, Forbidden West. Thank you.
Awesome game.
Yes, very big map, lots to do, and it takes up a lot of time, but it's a lot of
I'd
fun.
watch you play that. Yeah,
Oh, thank you.
totally.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Of course, I love Horizon also.
Yes, same.
So PC so far, and I saw you playing Tomb Raider.
Yes.
Yeah.
The original Tomb Raider, I haven't played those games for like 15, 16 years. Okay, so like this is very like I forgot everything that's happened with these games. So this is very like live react almost. So it's not a speed run. I don't even know if it's a glitchless run. It's PC with the original Tomb Raider, so there's always going to be some sort of bug.
I know you love Tomb Raider, but I don't think those games have aged well at all.
No.
Yeah, I
Like,
agree.
at all.
Even some of the remakes, I don't think aged well.
Yeah.
I really wish that they would make it like the remakes of the originals, but there's like Tomb Raider Anniversary on
Yeah,
PS2.
I played that one.
Yes. Probably my favorite Tomb Raider of like all time growing up when I was younger was Tomb Raider Legend. That was the fucking bomb.
Yeah.
And then the reboots were a lot of fun. I loved those the 2013 Rise and Shadow. That was a lot of fun.
Shadow
For sure.
was
That
which
trilogy
one
is
was-
awesome.
Which
Yeah,
one
I
was
love
the
that trilogy.
the second one? I wasn't super
Rise
into.
is the second one.
Rise is the second
Lots
one.
of snow and ice.
yeah.
Yeah. I was not super into that one. The first one was phenomenal. Totally new take on the
Island of
series.
Yamatai?
Absolutely
Oh, yeah.
amazing.
Oh, my
yeah.
God.
Oh yeah,
Yamatai.
and now
Yeah.
Crystal Dynamics is now trying to build a Lara Croft game, Tomb Raider game that bridges the originals as well as the reboots.
That's awesome.
That's
That's
cool.
really
That
cool.
happens.
That's
I
really cool.
I'm
That's
part of like
exciting.
this Facebook like Tomb Raider group, and they're always posting updates. So I'm like, what's happening? What's going on?
The third one, what was it? The is that
Shadow?
Shadow.
I
Yeah, that's
was
probably
was,
the best one.
I think
I
so
loved
too.
Shadow.
I really was not expecting to get that into it. I just picked it up because
Even though
was,
it's
on
like
sale.
about the Mayan apocalypse
Yeah,
or something that
I was
doesn't
like,
really even make
I
sense.
Yeah,
They all
I
kinda
I
was
love that
just
she
blur together for
she
me.
learns like different languages and like having to go to like the
Yeah.
different
and just all even like the side shit you do is just so entertaining.
I
and just
100%
the
of that game.
gameplay. I think I did too. I didn't like achievement hunt. I didn't like platinum it, but I did everything you could do in the game. It was a blast. And I'm not the like you are a huge Tomb Raider fan.
The DLC was a lot of fun. I absolutely loved it. The creators and developers did a really good job.
Are you gonna stream the reboot stuff? Those three
I
games?
might. I think I want to do like the very originals first because like I barely remember those. So like I really want to get to like the core of Lara Croft, and I
Yeah.
want to get to like who she is as a person and who she is as a
Just
Tomb
play them
Raider.
all in order.
I will. Honestly, that's a good idea. Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah, I'll probably just play them all. So
Yeah.
look
The whole
forward to it.
anthology.
Yeah.
Just
There you go.
knock it out.
Oh yeah.
Even that weird. Well, there's a really good top-down one that was like for PS3 where you with
Temple
like
of
Remember that?
Osiris.
you're with
Yeah.
a Native
Yeah.
American guy. Yeah,
Yes. Yeah. I actually have never played that one.
you should.
I've-
It's good. It's real
I've-
puzzly.
Yeah, I've seen like gameplay, all that, but
That's
I've never played it
co-op, right?
myself.
Yep.
Yeah, you can have. I think have up
Or
to 4
AI.
players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Tomb Raider is what you've have you just streamed anything else besides Tomb Raider?
No, there's probably other things in the works, but right now it is just Tomb Raider.
Okay. Well, you're just dipping your toe, I suppose.
Oh yeah.
So what's kind of your goal going forward? Are you just having fun?
I really am just having fun. I really just want to create like a safe space for everybody and just like create like a hey, everyone's welcome, like no hostility here. Yeah, you might have played Tomb Raider before, like you're welcome to give tips, but like I really am like a no spoilers type person.
Yeah, you put it in the description.
Yeah, you always
All
put
caps.
Yep.
Yeah, no spoilers.
Yep.
Please. Like you're welcome like to give a tip, whatnot, but as far as like spoilers, I'm not a big fan of that for sure.
You definitely get that from your streams though, that it's just like for fun. Like you like in a good way. Like you are always having a blast. Like every time I come on and watch you, it's just always a good time. And
You're very reactionary. Gamer.
Yeah.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
Ah,
yeah.
shit.
And
Yeah.
you know, for just starting, you have a great setup.
Thank you.
Yeah,
you
have
really
an
do.
awesome
tried
setup.
really hard.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what do you have in your setup?
So right now I have oh gosh, give me 1 second.
Oh no.
Where the fuck is it? Or
You're on the clock. Look it up. Literally everybody who's listening is waiting right now
oh god.
for you to
All
look
of
this
our
up.
live viewers, listeners.
Okay. You ready? So it's obviously Intel Core i7 RTX 3060 Ti. I did upgrade the RAM. I did buy a 16 gigabyte RAM, and I was like, that's not good enough. So I bought 32 gigabyte to reamp it, and then I bought a.
Bunch of nerds getting hard-ons right now.
I got a gaming
gotta call me
monitor.
out
It's
like
called
that?
Gigabyte. It is a You're probably. I should have had this up already. But I'm sorry.
Just think what people could be accomplishing right now while they're
Yeah,
listening to this,
I'm really
waiting
sorry.
for
Is
you to
there a
look it up.
dubstep remix of this? That'd be great.
I can't look it up. It's a monitor. It's like.
It's a gigabit monitor. Well, all we really need to know is what the hertz are and how big it is.
Oh, it's a 27-inch. It is a 27-inch gigabyte monitor, and
Nice.
it has something sync VeriSync. It's
VSync.
VSync. Yes, VSync. So it changes the.
Well,
FPS.
regardless, Alyssa's right. You got a really good setup for
Thank you.
just
And
starting out.
Oh yeah, I have a
You've got better stuff than we do.
Yeah.
That monitor
I
sounds
tried.
better
Yeah,
than mine.
I was like, okay, well, for this to work, I have to have good equipment. Not that bad or subpar equipment doesn't work, but I just wanted to be good off the bat.
I mean, I have
Makes
no
sense.
camera, and I'm using my headset from like 2015.
Well,
so-
it was nice that I'm able to use Nate's a DSLR. He's very kind to let me use that. So I was able to download a utility that allows me to use the DSLR in like certain format as well. So like the quality is incredible.
Yeah,
I
it is.
absolutely love it. Yeah, thank you. But I had a webcam before, and then I was just so upset that I couldn't use my DSLR because I must have looked up something wrong, and then I looked into it. And I was like, oh my God, I found something. So I was able to look it up, get it done, and be able to use the DSLR.
Yeah.
So.
That clean clean output is needed.
So what's crazy is that so I have the Canon Rebel 7. Canon Rebel 7. The 7 Ti is the one who has clean HDI. The 7 does not. Right. I know. I was confused too, which is why I thought I couldn't use it. But Canon actually released a driver that you can download that will allow you to use it in OBS perfectly.
That would have saved me about $800.
I am so sorry. I thought so too. I was like, Nate, we got to sell this DSLR. I got to buy a better camera. Nope, we were able to use it.
Yeah, so really impressive. See what you got going so far. Look forward to what's coming out. You said, yeah, maybe all the Tomb Raiders. You'll probably dip into some other stuff.
Yeah.
But I know you and I love you and you're always entertaining just overall as a
We're
person.
trying.
So I think your stream's going to be really cool.
yeah.
Thank you.
And where can we find you? What's the handle?
I'm currently on Twitch, Captain_Letty. I also have a Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
Nice. So go check her out. All right, then we got Dylan. You are, how many followers you got now?
A little over 1,000.
A little over 1,000
I
on
couldn't
Twitch.
give you an exact number because it's been a hot minute since I've streamed on Twitch. But yeah, a little over 1,000.
Okay. So how long have you been doing it?
I streamed on and off probably starting around 2018. Kind of dropped it a little bit because of just life. And then I really got back into it end of 2020. And that's the time where I was like, all right, I'm going to do this X amount of hours a week. Usually it was like twice a week, 3 times a week, 8 hours a day, which is what I don't recommend. As if learning from that bad experience, I recommend having a consistent schedule. Maybe start with like 4-ish hours of streaming. If you want to continue it, you can always just continue it, but make sure you have a consistent start time. So if you get followers, they know exactly when that you are going to be live next, because it's going to make them come back more and more.
And as far as, I mean, we're talking about state of the stream, so you've obviously built this thing. So how long have you been on YouTube, just real quick?
YouTube has probably only been like 3 months. I've probably only had like 3 streams on there. My personal work life has kind of been all over the place and kind of a little crazy. Now I ended up getting a recent promotion, which gives me a normal 9 to 4-ish job.
Congrats, Dilly.
And I won't have to work nights anymore. So that frees me up a lot to actually get back into it. I want to try to do it at least 2 or 3 times a week.
What days of the week do you find you get the heaviest traffic? Is it weekends or is it more weekdays?
Weekends, you also have to consider that there's a bunch of other people that only stream on weekends. So what I would do is, what I've seen is actually, if you want to stream, it should be probably more maybe-ish around lunchtime or dinner time.
Lunchtime, really?
Yeah. A lot of people on lunch say they're sitting at a cubicle, they're going to be there for an hour, they're eating, but they have nothing to entertain them. Mm-hmm. So if you have an entertaining stream and can bring them back, they know, it's Wednesday, DigitalDylusions is streaming from this time to this time, I'll hop in during my lunchtime. Otherwise, most of my traffic is probably between like 6 and 8, maybe 10 o'clock p.m. Mm-hmm. I haven't done it in a hot minute, so I'll have to kind of like reassess once I start streaming again and then adjust accordingly. But I plan on streaming Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
That actually makes a lot of sense, because people I know that work office jobs, they'll put on streams on their phone and podcasts and stuff while they're working. So like if you're able to stream during the week, that's when people are like in the office with something to the side that they're watching while they're working. So that actually makes perfect sense.
It's true. A lot of the Twitch streamers that I follow, you'll be like, blah, 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 went live. And it's like 11:30. central. But
Yeah.
a lot of them also like reside in like maybe like Europe or England
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So
Yeah, it
that
kinda
just,
depends
that's a
on where in the world you
7-hour
are.
difference. you
Yeah.
know? So
Yeah,
But
there's
that
also,
totally makes sense. I've never thought of that.
there's also a lot of streamers that I follow. Like one guy I follow, Noko is his name. He just moved from Texas to LA, so he's kind of trying to readjust his stream, like I was talking about, to try and find what works best. I know he started trying to stream at like 7:30 a.m. I haven't gotten any notifications at 7:30 a.m. or I should say 10:30. Wait, no, 9:30 a.m.
Yeah.
recently, and they've been more showing up around noon. So it looks like he pushed his start back a little bit, but just adjust as you see fit.
Yeah. So as far, I mean, you said you're not streaming now. We're talking about state of the stream. So what's your plan, I guess, going forward?
I have a surgery next week to actually get a tooth that I got knocked out put back in.
Oh, wait.
Alyssa knows the story.
I saw it. First of
Oh,
all,
that's right. I traumatized you by looking at you smiling, and there's blood all over my face.
okay, let me just give some backstory on this one. Dylan and I work for a company that owns a lot of activity bars in Milwaukee, and one of those bars is an axe throwing bar. So we had late night throwing where the employees could come in after bar close and throw axes and drink and have a good time. Dylan threw an axe. It bounced back and hit him in the face.
no,
It
fucking
knocked out his
didn't.
tooth, and I
have
saw
the
it.
video.
I saw it happen, and I looked at him after I like stared at him, and he turned around and smiled at me, and there was just blood everywhere, all over his face. I traumatized. Like
It didn't hurt
actually,
that bad.
So it just ricocheted right off
just
the board?
knocked-
yeah.
Did you
I've
thought
never,
it
and
break
I've
it?
never, I've worked there 3 years. I've never, ever seen that happen, and of course, it happened to Dylan.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it
That's
knocked
fucked
the,
up.
It knocked the tooth like clean
But
out.
this,
So the tooth that I'm
Like in
missing
half.
currently, it cracked it in half. My two front teeth cracked, and the part it cracked just fell off. So I have like dental like castings or something like
Sure.
that right there now. And then they eventually pulled the broken tooth, and now apparently it takes like a year to get a tooth because there's just so much. I'm not even.
you need a tooth guy.
So there's like most of it's just healing process.
So you're getting ready to have that,
Yeah. So
which
that
sets you up for
is
downtime
happening
at home.
in 5 days. That's when that's happening. So once that happens, apparently I can get back to work the next day. So once that is kind of situated, I'm planning on getting started probably the first week of September. I'm probably not going to start on Labor Day, but probably September 6th is when I'll probably try and hop back into it and be consistent. I might just do a 6th stream and then a 7th stream, and then just try to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And kind of the starting on the 6th is just making up for that Monday that's a holiday. I might even just stream on that holiday because a lot of people are home. A lot of people,
Yeah, they're not working.
exactly, they're not working. The people that usually watch while work, they'll watch anyway. So it's kind of just trying to get the attention of the people that normally don't see the stream to kind of give you a follow, etc. I'm not expecting it on day one. I've been kind of away for a hot minute. But yeah, I'm hoping that with a consistent schedule, I'll be back to where I was. Probably, hopefully by, I want to say the end of November.
What are you going to be playing?
Probably Genshin.
Yeah. You love that shit. You've talked about it a lot.
They just came out with 3.0, which introduced an entire new land area. So doing like all the questing and stuff for that will hopefully bring viewers. I might play some Apex Legends. I've been trying to slowly increase my competitive rank every season. Kind of work with that. I tend to not do that. I usually find I don't really get a lot of viewers. It's trying to balance.
Apex is a saturated market as far as streaming.
I know there's websites where you can look at and like see what's popular, but also doesn't have a lot of people streaming it, but also what's popular and what's oversaturated. So I would like to stream Apex kind of just every now and then. I'm not expecting that to be my main bringer in of people, but also I don't want to stream games I don't really want to play because it's going to bring me viewers. I want to find a nice balance between what I enjoy but also what my viewers will enjoy.
Well, that's interesting too, because Zach streams and he sometimes is kind of down on himself because he's like, I feel like I don't have a lot of viewers, and I'm like, well, when you're
Streaming
streaming Apex, like think of all the people streaming that.
People
And he's very
Thousands.
supportive, but like he'll be like, well, you have so many viewers, and I'm like, well, look at I'm streaming games that like 3 people know. Like
I'm
people are
streaming an
like,
indie
And they're all
game.
watching.
yeah, and everybody that knows of the game is watching it.
And
so
knows us.
you're right. Yeah, like
I'll say I never watched Omori. Is that how you say it? Omori?
Amori.
Amori at all. But I actually just got that as a recommended game channel to watch. It's like you can just search on Twitch by
Yeah.
what game you want to watch, and then search by people. Either there's recommended, you can do by viewer. Sometimes I find it fun to just go into a game I want to see, sort by viewer, and then just scroll to the very bottom.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
because as someone that started out with no viewers, I know that feeling of someone coming into your chat saying, "Hey, what's up?"
Yeah, that's
Because
Yeah.
it feels
We've had that too.
Yeah.
While
Yeah.
she's playing in the morning.
fun. Yeah,
And-
we're like, who
and-
are you?
Yeah. And shout out to Amori too. We reviewed that. What did you give it? 9?
I give it a 9.
9. So we got a full
9 out of
full
9.
review on that if
Woohoo.
you want to catch
9
that.
out
Yeah.
of 9.
All right. So you can catch Digital Delusions pretty soon,
Yeah, probably within the next 2 weeks.
right?
Amazing.
Twitch and YouTube, Genshin Impact, maybe some Apex, and maybe you can talk them into something else.
Come February 7th, I will probably be doing a play until I beat it stream of Hogwarts.
Oh yeah, Hogwarts. Yeah,
yeah.
Hogwarts Legends.
Yeah.
Legacy.
Or Legacy.
Legacy.
Sorry, I've been drinking.
You don't know the name of your future favorite
I've been
game.
talking about Apex Legends so much, it kind of just came out.
They're
So,
good.
yeah, Hogwarts Legacy, which is probably one of the games I've been just super excited about.
Same.
That I can't wait for it to come out.
Yeah.
So I will be streaming that hopefully nonstop because I took a week off of work.
It's coming. It's coming, folks.
Watch them push the date back to like March or April.
I would still have a week off of work.
Can't wait till we don't have IT.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about us.
yeah.
Why don't you talk about us? You've been doing most of the streaming, so we do have a Birds and Swords Twitch channel, BIRDSANDSWRRDS. We are on Twitch, easy to find. So we just kind of started. I've done a little bit on camera. Alyssa's done all audio so far, but she's playing really unique games. So yeah, you've done most of the streaming. So why don't you tell everybody what we've been doing?
Yeah, I guess what's interesting about streaming for me is that I've always been really anxious about streaming. I love video games, and they've always been my escape away from people, and I don't like people. And so for me, like, the anxiety of gaming in front of people that I don't know that can kind of bully me or be mean to me was always something that I was kind of afraid of. And over COVID, when we were on lockdown and in Milwaukee, I wasn't working, Zach and I were like, let's start streaming. We bought all the stuff for it, and I still didn't do it because I was still anxious. And then we started this podcast, and Micah was like, it's really easy. Like, if you want to do it, no pressure, but if let's just give it a try if you want. So I tried it, and like Micah said, no video, pretty shit audio, but it's really fun, actually. Like, we really have not run into a lot of negativity. I started with Amori, and I started streaming my second playthrough of that, and some people that we don't know and a lot of people that we do know drop by and support and comment. And even when there's no viewers and Micah's just in the chat with me, it's just fun. After we finish and more people watch it afterwards, it's just kind of cool to see that people went back and saw my playthrough, and it's kind of like a rewarding feeling. And I've also been playing Okami. For those that don't know, that's where you're a good doggo that paints. And
He's
100% purebred, good boy.
he is a good boy.
Yes. So I've been playing that. Micah streams Stray, all of Stray, and also you've been doing Final Fantasy VII's.
Yeah, I don't know if it's
interlude?
called
What's it called?
Intergrade or intermission or
something.
interlude. The Yuffie DLC.
There you go.
Yuffie, and the dogs just kicked his ass.
Yeah.
No, but it's been really fun. I actually really enjoy it, and I didn't think I would as much as I do, and I'm considering getting the camera set up and a better mic. And
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think going back to what you said about the camera and because honestly, we need to get the good audio, but right now, at least starting out, I kind of still don't give a shit because the reason we're streaming is for the games.
Yeah.
I don't mind doing, and I don't know if you guys have done this, I don't mind doing no commentary gameplay because I enjoy watching no commentary gameplay, and we've got a few of those videos on there too.
Me too, yeah.
But I think for
enjoy
us,
that.
it's most about the games. I know being interactive and the way we've done it even so far has been rewarding, like you said. But I think for us, it's really more about the games because we're playing oddball shit. You and I are both the same. We play a lot of different games.
Yeah.
I don't have anything against competitive shooters or anything like that for sure. I love Apex. I've played a ton of Apex, ton of Overwatch. I think we're going to play some Overwatch.
Probably,
And
yeah.
we're probably going to stream that.
Yeah.
Another player.
Right? Get you in.
I'm waiting for the day that it may or may not happen, but the day that someone's like, "You fucking suck," and I'd be like, "You and me both, bro. Let's fucking go."
Right.
Right?
Yeah, literally, yeah.
Worst case scenario, you just got that ban button. If you don't want to deal with them,
Yeah, you don't have to.
just say
Yeah.
goodbye and
you don't have
auf
to.
Wiedersehen.
Well, like, the thing is, like, video games have always been a really big escape for me. Like, if I hate my job. And if I
Exhibit
or
A.
if I, right, or if I'm having troubles at home or something, like, it's always like I can sit down with the controller and just totally immerse into a different, unique world that I can forget all my real life problems. So, like, it was always very anxiety inducing to possibly be a part of something that could just resurface that, and I wouldn't have any real escape. So, being able to stream and those anxieties kind of being squashed is just really great.
Yeah.
It's
totally
it's
get it.
nice.
I mean, we haven't done it a ton yet, but I think most people are there for the games.
Yeah.
Or they're there for how you make them laugh or whatever it is.
Yeah.
You're still going to have that 1% douchebag sector,
Yeah.
I guess, but we'll deal with that.
Right.
But we're pretty early on, and like I said, we focused on choosing games that we want people to see,
Yeah.
even if it's old stuff like Okami.
And we still take time for ourselves. Like,
Yeah.
I like Doki Doki. I didn't stream because I was like, me and Natasha just
You
want to play
should've.
this.
Game's
Man,
fucked up,
that
man.
was fucked. But that game, we didn't stream it, but we had like 15 people over when we played it.
Yeah, it's almost
and it was
like
like
you
a
did.
Packer game. Like, shit would happen and everybody would be like screaming like, holy fuck. And, like, so like it was like streaming but not. It was
Yeah.
but we still take time for ourselves with games, and I think that's important too, is that if you want to stream everything, that's great, but for people that use it as kind of an escape, like take that time and don't stream some stuff.
Yeah, because it is a different experience when you're playing it in front of people compared to if you're just playing it.
It
by
is
yourself.
daunting having the video in front of you, but honestly, I forgot about the video camera while I was streaming.
Yeah.
Like, the last 2 times I've streamed, it's been like 2 hours or a little over. I totally forgot. Like, sometimes I'll look up and be like, oh my God. But at the same time, like, a lot of times I'm playing, my mouth is wide open agape.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you've got some good still shots.
it's all just open mouth, just me just concentrating.
So obviously we're all having a lot of fun with it. Captain_Letty on Twitch, Digital Delusions on Twitch and YouTube
Yep, with a Y.
with a Y.
So DYL, like Dylan.
And LETTI, not LETTY.
Yeah. And we'll post all these in the comments. And then obviously Birds and Swords, we're on Twitch as well.
Like birds and swords.
I almost
A&D,
thought it
no
was like-
ampersand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought it was the ant
even,
sign at first.
even though I prefer it. Yep.
I do too.
We do what we can.
We do. We do. Good episode on streaming. Like I said, we're all kind of getting into it. Let's all drop our things one more time. Birds and Swords, BIRDS.
ANDSWORDS.
Nailed it.
Thank you.
And then
Captain Letty, CAPTAIN_LETTI on Twitch.
yes.
And then you can find me at YouTube or Twitch under Digital Delusions, DIGITALDYLUSIONS.
Nice.
And be sure to check out Freak Gaming with Elder Scroll Freak, Rage More Kid, and Kilo King.
Yeah, our streaming buddies. You can see them featured on our page at least. Elder Scroll Freak for sure.
Yeah.
So that is all for tonight. Any parting words, Alyssa?
Thank you, everybody, for listening to Birds and Swords. Have a great night, and we'll see you next time.